Hello then, welcome back. Now, if you've missed my overall Salford review, you can check that in the description. I'll put a link in the description. It's also the last video I uploaded, so that's a good way to find it on youtube.com/DrBenjiFM. But in 2033, you might wonder how the landscape of football has changed, and the honest answer is, it ain't changed that much. Now, unsurprisingly, perhaps, if you look through we'll start through with this screen. This is the overall world screen, I feel like is the best place to start. In terms of world rankings, I guess the only surprise there are that Mexico are so high up. I don't know if any teams in particular have dropped off. I mean, Germany now done in 9th, maybe a bit shocking, but Brazil, Spain, Portugal, Italy, England, Uruguay, Chile, Germany are there, as I say. Senegal are really high, actually. Australia are very high. There's a few teams there that are a bit surprising. Holland have slipped down a little bit. Argentina down in 18th. You think that a few years ago in real life they were in a World Cup final, so they've obviously fallen off. I say that, they're in 18th. Look at that, 2026. They won the World Cup, so it's a bit odd. So things that haven't happened yet in real life. Holland have won the World Cup in 2018. Spain, Argentina, then Brazil. There's another World Cup coming up at the end of next year. Yeah, and the major clubs are largely the same. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Porto, Benfica, Monaco, to name a few. Not a great deal of English clubs up there, but we're on the list. I had no idea. I scrolled down and there we are. I guess we have just won the Premier League, so that makes sense. And these are some of the best players in the world right now. I don't know about many of these players. I've not played Real Madrid really enough to know. I mean, we'll just look at them and mouth open. So should we look at a few or three? Pablo Martin, this player I've looked at before. Centre back, very, very good. 33-year-old Argentine, has been around a bit, I dare say. Shasha, I mean, he's good as well. They've got some very good football. I mean, has he scored a lot? Yeah, he scored a lot of goals. Is there any players that are in England? I mean, Rivi's on the list. That says it all. That says all you need to know. Alfredo Rivi is on the list, a player that's been sort of prolific throughout our save for scoring 4 goals in a game. And that goal-scoring record, it's 300 goals in 439 games. Ain't too shabby at all. I think he's the only player on the list to play for an English team. Yeah, he is. Nice that the population hasn't grown since we started. I mean, that's good. Something worked. I don't know what we did. So I'm looking at the world rankings. You can see Brazil are 700 points clear. I just clicked this and thought I have to mention how high above they are everybody else. France, Switzerland, Belgium, quite low down there. France and Belgium in particular, with Argentina quite low down. They're the 3 teams that have fallen off, whereas sort of Australia and Mexico have risen up the ranks and are now very high. Senegal as well, I guess you put in that I mentioned just before. Agreements? I mean, this isn't interesting. So, in terms of league reputation, I don't know if this actually counts as being first, but it says first there, so I guess it does. Germany have the best league, then England, Serie A, BBVA. I mean, you think about now, BBVA is considered to have the best players in it. Down in 4th, just ahead of Ligue 1, and then you've got Ligue 1 and the Primera Liga, all with their 4-star reputation, so they are sort of the top, 6 leagues in world football. Where's the championship in all of this? Is it quite low down? Okay, the championship's just above the 2nd division in Belgium. In Germany. Major League Soccer's going a little bit. I don't know if that's more or less. I don't know compared to now. Now, interestingly, is this just England? Okay, so I've figured out this is just England. But still interesting enough, I think. Can I not look at the world? Okay, I'm going to put in some other countries. Okay, then as mentioned, these are the top teams. Real Madrid, a 5-star team. Barcelona just behind with Paris Saint-Germain. We just make it into the 4.5-star teams. There's 1 or 2 in the Premier League as well. Arsenal, Manchester United also there. So we are the 3rd biggest team in England based on that. Are there any ridiculous rises? I mean, there's a couple of Portuguese sides up there that have done quite well. Palmeiras from the Brazilian 1st division, maybe a little bit shocking. They're ahead of the teams like Dortmund and Napoli and Ajax now, so they've certainly risen up the ranks. Malaga, quite high for a BBVA team. I guess they've got quite a few teams up there, but yeah, I guess Villarreal being 3rd on that list. Atletico Madrid, from what I can tell, they've dropped off quite a little bit, quite a lot compared to now. Interesting. So that's based on reputation. I mean, we could look at all sorts here. So in terms of world top goal scorers, I mean, again, if you want to look at this in more detail, you can do. I won't stay on these pages for very long. Okay, this is the finance page. This is estimated value, and we are just below Barcelona. I mean, that's not too bad, is it? Ahead of Liverpool, ahead of some of the other bigger European nations as well, big nations. Teams, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, way down the list, right down the bottom here. You can see those are languishing. Arsenal on top then, £1.5 billion. Tottenham just behind them. That'll probably still annoy Tottenham fans. Chelsea, Bayern, Manchester United, Monaco. Sporting, probably the biggest shock there, 557 million. That's a lot. Okay, next thing I thought I would show is the leading transfers. Being in 2033, there's been quite quite a few since the beginning of the game, and there's a few that stick out. There's a few real-life players that have moved. The ones that have retired are the ones that stand out, actually. Barkley's there, Abubakar, Morata there too. Harry Kane is second ever, £63 million. Is retired from football now, but 63 million went from Tottenham to Manchester City. The highest on the game was a few years ago, 10 years ago now. Samudio. I don't know if he still plays. He does still play, still at Paris Saint-Germain as well, since the £70 million transfer, and he's good. Plays on that left side. The Paraguayan is an interesting nation for him to be from. 70 million. Remember, going on a free. I mean, is he worth it based on his average ratings? Maybe just about. It's pretty close. Mika Joachim as well, up there. We've mentioned him before at Bayern Munich from Sevilla. He went for a massive fee. We're not on the list at all. We've not sold anyone or bought anyone for massive money, not over the 50 million mark, which you kind of have to be to get onto this list. I don't think in terms of that there's anything else that's particularly interesting. Award winners. So these are the players that have won the Golden Ball, the award that Messi and Ronaldo currently fight for. So it seems like every single year. The name that sticks out that I've not seen before is Alessandro. We will look at Alessandro in just a moment. So since real life, so it would be Messi. So then it's Messi again. Ronaldo, Messi. Shock horror. Dybala, the first to break them up actually. Then Messi gets it again. Thomas Muller got it in 2024, who's now the Borussia Dortmund manager. I mean, that's quite interesting. Christian Pavon, now Alessandro. Bentancur, a player that some of you will know is a bit of a wonder kid this year. So let's look at Alessandro then. He is a man that has won it plenty of times. The Brazilian, plays on that right side, spent a long time at Porto. Bloody hell! That's why he got it. Look at the goals and the assists. No wonder the Portuguese league grew so much. He is ridiculousness. Bentancur at Real Madrid, still at Real Madrid now, 35 years of age. If you can get Bentancur early in the game this year, you should do. Juan Carlos Matos as well, another player, very good mentals, good physicals, good technical ability. He won the Golden Ball, Ben. He probably will do. And another player, interestingly, at Porto, who seems to have got a fantastic side. I'll check in a moment if they've won the Champions League. And the player to just win it is Arthur Castel, 33 years of age, and has just won the Ballon d'Or. I quite like that. Left-sided player. Wingers seem to win it. That's not unfamiliar to recent years. This is the current team of the year. I did show you it actually, but Caselli, hang on, is there only one? No, that's all seasons. Oh, we'll look at that in a moment. Caselli got on the bench for this side. Not a great deal amount of Premier League players. Studi van der Henrik was the other one. He plays for Manchester United, another left-sided player, ironically enough. And this is the all seasons. Wow, this is the best 11 ever. According to the game, there aren't a massive amount of regions in there. There's lots of players there that I recognise who obviously are players really. Chifay is one of those. I don't know which Thiago this is. It seems like it's probably a region. It is, 33-year-old. Okay, so carrying on. Marquinhos is there. I don't know. That must be a region. Yeah, Marquinhos. Lots of other players, though, that you probably recognise. Hazard, Dybala, De Gea, Rugini, Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar. The Fridge is there. Christian Pavon. And the rest are probably regions. I think the regions, most of them near the top. There's players like David Alaba. I think Pablo Martin's a player we looked at recently, yeah. And then Moreno next to him. Not a bad. Oh, hang on, it changes back to the same different year every time. Bloody hell. Stop it. But yeah, best 11, you got it. Okay, so I mentioned the rise of Portugal not that long ago, and Sporting actually won the competition. Porto, despite the fact how good Porto have been, haven't won it. Sporting have won it though. And as I say, they're all the teams that have won it. Juventus, Lazio, Liverpool, Bayer Leverkusen, Manchester City 3 times, Bayern in between that, Real Madrid, Arsenal, PSG, Bayern Munich again, City again, Madrid twice more, PSG, and now Sporting have won it. There aren't any really shocking sides to win it. I think Sporting probably are the most shocking of all the teams. But yeah, a lot of familiar faces in there. Bayer Leverkusen maybe, Lazio sort of next year. So the coming season that we're having in real life, Lazio won the Premier League, which is a bit mad to think. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to show you. Oh, I'll show you the other leagues, of course. Leaving that till the end, apparently. Okay, so as mentioned before, the Bundesliga is top of the tree in Germany. I mean, I'm sure I've got it unlocked. What's going on here? So that's how the Bundesliga looks this year. This is the current climate of the German league. You can see, yeah, Bayern Munich's still up there. They've won it quite a lot recently. Schalke won it once, but Dortmund won it once, and Leverkusen won it once. They are sort of the 3 teams, or the 4 teams that have been battling it out, and they are the top 4 currently as well, unsurprising. This is what Serie A looks then, considered the 3rd best team. Igor Budan's there. Did we have him on loan once? We did have him on loan not that long ago. He's been banging him in, the one that got away. Yeah, not too bad at all for Bologna. Udinese have won the title this year as well. Oh no, there's one more. Sorry, I tell a lie. There's one more game to go there. It's not quite finished. But Udinese have won the title because they can't be caught. Parma, not there. Parma? Anywhere? Oh, God. Parma are runners-up. last year. They must have got relegated the next year. Oh, Parma. They're alive. They're alive and kicking. Right, I'll just show you a couple more then. Real Madrid, 103 points. Them, Barcelona and Valencia top the table. Atletico Madrid, as I said before, fallen off the pace just a little bit. Haven't won the title. Madrid have been absolutely dominating in a time where Barcelona have been sort of romping it in real life. You see there, they've won it sort of the majority of the time. Real Madrid, for the last 6 seasons, it is now 5 seasons, it is now, have won it every single time. With Barcelona going second every single time. You can see around up there, Atletico have come second a couple of times, but have fallen off the pace in recent years, not in the top 3 at all. Curious. We'll finish things off with League. In more recent years, Monaco have dethroned Paris Saint-Germain. It's taken a long time, but it's finally happened. Monaco win it now for the 2nd year in a row. They also won it in 29-30 as well. PSG winning it most of the time, though. I don't think those two, anyone would have broken the monopoly. Oh, Marseille have won it twice as well, which is nice. You want to see more teams win it. That would be ideal. I say that, the teams that have won the Premier League, largely the same teams that always win the Premier League. Apart from Arsenal, who are in there. Good on that. Joking, of course. Tottenham there also won their first trophy. Liverpool still without a title, so that's... Won the Champions League one year, though, so that's annoying. Typical, but annoying. And you can see, there's our rise. Actually, that's quite nice. We finished 3rd, 2nd, and now we've won it. And I quite like that. Hopefully we win it again if we do another one. Now, if there's anything you feel like I've missed out and you want me to talk about or leave a comment on, as in I'll reply to the comment you leave in what you wanted to find out, and I'll do my best to show you those. If you tweet me, hopefully if I've got the save open, I'll just send you a guys with the thing you wanted, at Dr. Benji for that. This lasts for about like a week. So if you message me in December of next year, chances are I won't have it open. So it'll be a bit more difficult. But that'll last for about a week. If you've anything else you want to inquire about, let me know. And that then brings us to the end. If you've enjoyed the episode, it's not really an episode, if you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it. If you've got any questions, as I say, leave them in the comments down below. If you've spotted anything that I missed out, also leave a comment, and it'll be interesting to see what I didn't see with my own eyes. Now, with love, with care, from me, Dr. Benji, until next time, I'll see you again very, very soon. Probably Monday, where we do it all again. With love, with care, from me, Dr. Benji, I'll see you again. Bye. I did the end bit twice. I always do it. I can't help it. It's an addiction.